Hi, girls.
Hi.
Would you like to listen to a story?
Yes.
This story is about a poor man. He was very poor, miserable because of his poverty. Why do you think some people are so poor?
It's because other people in the world,
Because
it's because that they
yes,
don't have enough money and they
that is understood. That is the meaning of the word being
yeah,
poor. But why are they poor? Why do they have so little money when others
be-
have more?
all the jobs in the world aren't the best paying. And also, once you're in poverty, it's kind of a vicious cycle because people in poverty often can't afford houses in the best schooling systems, which means that they don't get the best education, which means they can't get the best job. So then they don't make as much money. And so then they're less.
So, in a way, you are saying
Well,
that poverty has a way of perpetuating itself. They have less money, and therefore their children don't get good education. And if they don't get good education, then their children also remain poor, and therefore it gets perpetuated from generation to generation. Mm. Well, that is certainly an important reason why people are poor. But there can be other basic reasons, something wrong with the person, or not in terms of education, but he may be too lazy, or something wrong with the society, which is not able to ensure a sort of better distribution of resources, so that
mhm.
some people have a lot more and the others don't have, and the society goes on tolerating it instead of trying to correct it. Anyway, this person who was very poor uh, was fed up of his poverty. He was so miserable. So then one day he thought that let me go to this spiritual teacher. There was a spiritual teacher, who helped people come out of many types of difficulties. So he went to this person and told him that I'm very poor. Please, can you help me in some way? So this teacher told him that, well, you are poor because Lady Luck has deserted you. You're not lucky. That's, a very good way to sort of justify or explain poverty, because you're not blaming the person for being very lazy or something. And you're not also blaming the society or anybody else. You're just leaving it to something as mysterious as luck. You are unlucky and therefore you are poor. So Lady Luck is not with you, and that's why you are poor. But I can tell you a place far away from here. If you go there, you will meet Lady Luck and then she'll accompany you. Okay. So, in a way, this teacher also probably cured him of one thing, laziness. Because if he walks that long distance, even if it is motivated by removal of poverty, at least he'll not be lazy. So, anyway, in the hope that what he has been told will actually happen, he traveled that decided to travel that long distance. But then it passed through a forest and many other places before he could reach there. So, while he was going through the forest, he met a lion who came running to him, and the lion seemed very hungry. So, then the lion was going to eat him up. So, this person pleaded, please don't do that. I have been miserable for so long, and now there's a hope. I'm going to meet Lady Luck, and I might get lucky. And if you eat me up, then how will I have a change in my life? I'll die as miserable as I've always been. So the lion took pity on him. He told him, okay, I will not eat you. But when you meet Lady Luck, please ask her one question. And while you are coming back, you can tell what she says. So, what's your question? The lion said, my question is, why am I always so hungry? I eat a lot and still I remain hungry. So, that is the question you ask her. He said, okay, I'll find that out from her and come and tell you on my way back. Then, he went still a little further, and he met a farmer. The farmer used to work hard, unlike this person who didn't work much. This poor person was miserable, but the farmer was also very poor. And then, he had walked quite a bit. This lazy person who was going to meet Lady Luck, he had walked quite a bit. He was tired. So he told this farmer, uh, can you please help me a bit? I'm very tired. I have to go a long distance. I want a place to take some rest. So the farmer was kind, and he gave him a place to stay. He gave him some food. So when this person was leaving, he told him that I am unlucky, but I'm going to meet my lady luck. So if you want some help, I can ask some help for you also. So the farmer said, well, if you are doing me that favor, then ask her why I am so poor, although I work so hard in my field. He said, okay, I'll find that out and tell you on my way back. Then he went a little further and was passing through a city. In that city, there was some festivity going on, and the people were out on the streets, and they found this poor man in shabby clothes, uh, and they got suspicious. They didn't know what he was doing there. Nobody seemed to know him. So they just got hold of him and took him uh, along to the king. And told the king that we think that this person looks suspicious, and we found him. So then the king asked him, okay, tell me something more about yourself, who you are and where you are going. So the uh, person told everything. I'm going to meet Lady Luck. So the king told him, if that is so, then you can find out one thing from her and tell me the answer when you are on your way back. What is the question? The question is, I work so hard, I try to look after my kingdom so well, and still there is a lot of anarchy. People are not disciplined, they don't follow the rules. Why is that so? Nobody listens to me. So he said, okay, I'll find that out. So then, he uh, met Lady Luck and told her that, why have you deserted me? It's because you are not accompanying me, you are not with me, that I'm so poor. So please don't desert me. So Lady Luck said, okay, now I'll be always with you. So happily he started coming back, that now that I'll be lucky, I'll not remain so miserable, I'll not remain so poor. On way back, everything followed in the same sequence. Hmm? So whom will he meet first on his way back?
The king.
The king, very good. So he met the king. So he told the king, I found out the answer to your question. What is the answer? The answer is that although you are dressed up like a man, actually you are basically a woman. What probably meant was you have womanly characteristics. Huh? And that's why nobody listens to you. So what you can do is you can marry a man, then that person whom you marry will have manly qualities and will be a king whom people will listen. There will be not that much of indiscipline and anarchy in your kingdom. So the king was very impressed. He said, okay, if that is so, then since you have found out the answer, the explanation for why there is so much anarchy here, why not I marry you? You are a man. So this person said, no, 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 I will not marry you because now I will not be miserable anymore. My poverty will be taken care of because Lady Luck is now with me. So king said, okay. So this person started walking further, and what the king did was to marry his minister, and then things were much better. So he had a minister. He said, okay, let's get married, and then you look after the duties of the king, and things improved in his kingdom. Now, whom will this a person who now thought Lady Luck is with him, whom will he meet now?
The farmer.
The farmer, yes. So he met the farmer. So again, the farmer asked him, did you find out? He said, yes, I found out the answer to your question. I was told that you are poor, but you don't have to remain poor. Under your field, underground, is buried a huge treasure of gold coins. So at such and such place, if you plow and dig a little deeper, you'll find that treasure, and then you will not be poor anymore. So this person was very happy. The farmer was very happy. He dug the field there and he found that treasure. And now he said, now my worries are relieved. I'll not be so poor. I'll not be miserable. And I have my daughter to get married. So I can give her a nice wedding. So she'll have a beautiful wedding. And thank you for all that. But then because you are the one who told me about this treasure, why not she marry you? Hmm. Now, this person said, no, no, I am not interested in marrying your daughter or anyone. Um, Lady Luck is with me, so in any case, I'll not be miserable. I don't need anything from you. So he walked on. And what this farmer did was then to find some other boy who was suitable for his daughter. His daughter also liked that man, and then he got her married. So his work was done. His daughter got married, and he was no longer poor. Now, whom will he meet?
The lion.
The lion. So when he met the lion, he again told him, I found out the answer. So, what is the answer? The answer is that you are always so hungry, but you need not always remain so hungry. If you eat the most stupid person you come across, then you will not be hungry anymore. This person told the lion that if you eat someone who is really stupid, the most stupid person around, then you will not be hungry anymore. So then the lion thought, who will be the most stupid person? So Lady Luck was around. So Lady Luck told the lion that this person in front of you is the most stupid person in the world. So lion said, okay, is it so? So the lion ate him up. Hmm? Now, why was he the most stupid person in the world?
Because he kept thinking that there was something better was going to happen. So he
He thought
turned
that,
down for the kingdom. He turned down all of the fortune that Lady Luck gave him the answers to these questions. So those opportunities that he was given by the farmer and the king were to help him not be in poverty anymore. But he turned those down, thinking that somehow magically when he got home he was going to have something, but he wasn't. So that was kind of stupid.
so you see this, uh, sometimes people think that everything depends upon luck, something mysterious. But then whether it is luck or whether it is God, uh, all those apparently mysterious forces also work through some agents. They work through some instruments. They need a channel, a human channel. And the king and the farmer were those human channels that were there to help him come out of his misery. So Lady Luck was with him. She wanted him to come out of his misery. But as you said, he turned down two opportunities. So instead of creating opportunities, he did not even make use of the opportunities that came his way. And that's why he was the most stupid person. Because even if you are lucky, even if God is with you, um, if you do not see clearly that here is the opportunity that God has sent me, uh, nothing can happen. So even if the opportunities come, you'll keep rejecting them. A similar story about a person who had an incurable disease, apparently incurable. Do you know any incurable disease? The name of any disease which is thought to be incurable, essentially?
Cancer?
Very good. Yes. Cancer is, for all practical purposes, incurable, although it's not an absolute state. Nothing is absolutely true. There are always exceptions. But by and large, cancer is considered incurable. So a person had cancer and he prayed. God told him, don't worry, I'll save you. So then next day, a doctor came and said that there's a new drug that has come for cancer. Would you like to try it? He said, no, I don't want it. God will save me. Then came a dietitian. She said that there are some wonder foods. If you eat those, then your cancer can be cured. He said, I don't need any such wonder foods. God will save me. And then came a, a person from some other system of medicine. He said, our system has a drug which can save you. He said, I don't need any drug. God will save me. And then, he died. When he died and he met God after death, he said, you told me you'll save me, but here I am. I had to leave that world. I'm dead. So God told him, you fool, I sent to you so many people who wanted to help you, but you didn't listen to any of them. You rejected all that help. I had sent all those people to you. So he said, God also needs channels to work, and we have to understand that, catch the cue, have enough ability to receive the kindness of God or the grace of God. So God's grace is always available to us, but we have to be receptive to it. So that's what happened to this person also. And that's why he was considered stupid, and ultimately he was eaten up by the lion. So the lion will not be hungry anymore because he's eaten a very stupid person. Do you think this story is a true story? The story about the lion and the uh, king and
No,
the farmer?
I don't think so either.
Doesn't look like a true story, but all the same, do you think it's an interesting story?
Yes,
You liked it?
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening and thank you for liking it. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Bye.
Bye.